Hello, business teachers. Here is an awesome project that you can do with your students that'll get them really fired up about business and launching product businesses. This project is kind of inspired by this really awesome book called The Personal MBA. It's worth a read. It's full of really rich material that you can build projects off. In this case, the author lays out the 12 forms of value that businesses take. So you can have product businesses, service businesses, shared resources, so that's like a gym, subscription model business, resale business, that's like Target and Walmart, and the list goes on. And so these are all forms of value that businesses take. In this project, I'm focusing on the product form of value, and I'm teaching the students how to start a product business. So really exciting. Just as a primer, to be successful with a product business, you have to create or source some tangible item that people want. You have to produce or source that item as inexpensively as possible while still maintaining good quality. You have to sell as many units as possible at as high a price as possible, and you got to keep enough inventory around to fill orders. So these are kind of the 4 pillars of being a successful product business owner. Now, in this unit, in this project that students take on, they walk through these steps. They learn how to brainstorm products to sell. They learn how to source products from Alibaba, which is the giant Chinese supplier hub. They learn how to conduct competitive analysis, create a financial model for their business, create initial marketing plans. They wrap all this up into a presentation that they make and going to pitch to investors. And lastly, we do some career exploration. What jobs out there use these skills? And so we start getting into some of those jobs. This student project, when I've run it, it's taken about 2 weeks. Although you can extend it and enrich different aspects of it and make it your own and extend it out to 3 to 4 weeks. Although I noticed that students like it to be pretty peppy and fast-paced, so I keep it about 2 weeks. And this project has everything built in it. In other words, I've built everything. I've built the instructions for the students, the templates they'll be using, the reading and reflections, and the grading rubric. So everything's included here, which is pretty exciting. So let's look at part 1, brainstorming products to sell. I have the students, so this is a great book, 100 Side Hustles. It profiles 100 different people who have started side hustles, and they're 2-page stories, and they're really engaging. Students love it. So I have the students read The Bouncy House Business. So a guy started selling bouncy houses. And what I love about this reading is that the owner of this business, the creator, gave his criteria for how he picked this product line. He said the average price per item should be over $400. This is him talking now. There were more than 5 manufacturers or suppliers. The product was hard to find in retail stores, and the level of competition was low. So those were his 4 criteria for choosing a product to launch. And I love the students reading this because next what we do is have them go out and try to find products to sell. And I want them to be having some criteria so that they have a strategy for picking a product. Well, like I said, we use Alibaba to find products and source them, etc. It's the Chinese supplier hub. They're the largest B2B retailer in the world, and they have on this site 150,000 different suppliers and manufacturers selling their goods. It's amazing. And they have all these categories: packaging, beauty supplies, fabrics, home and garden, sporting goods, luggage. All you can just imagine all the thousands and thousands of products that are in here that students can go out and find. And it's real. This is real stuff, which we'll look at in just a second. Another thing they do is they explore demand. So one of the things that the project encourages them to do is choose products that people want. That makes sense. You don't want to choose a product that only 5 people want in the world. You want to choose a product that you're going to get a lot of sales on. Now, they go above and beyond by finding some evidence that there's demand for this product. So that's a really interesting exercise for the students, because now they have to go out and find some evidence that people will want this product. And it's fun to see what students come up with here. So let's take an example here. One of my students used this in his presentation last semester. It's this convertible kind of pool table, ice hockey table, ping pong table, or just a straight table. Really cool, right? So they're going to brainstorm 3 or 4 products that they would like, and then they're going to pick one to move forward with. Now, my student picked this one. It's a really awesome product. So then they go about sourcing that product. Where would we get this cheaply? Well, again, we use Alibaba. So here's Alibaba. Here's the actual listing for this product here. Here's the actual listing. You can see that there's a lot of cool things about this. It gives you the price that the manufacturer is selling it at. If you buy between 5 and 41, they're going to cost you $350 each. If you buy 100 to 10,000, the price is going to come down quite a bit to $250. There's all sorts of information that we talk about with the students. Can you customize things? Yes, if you do over 100 set, etc. What about your packaging? Can you customize packaging? And so much more. And this is real. This is real stuff. Here's the company here, the Huzhu Double Star Sports Goods Company. And you can see they have ratings and how much they've sold, etc. So really cool stuff. This is real life business happening right in front of our eyes. Okay, so what the project has the students do is find at least 3 suppliers and then get some intelligence on them. And then from here, they're able to pick a supplier that they would move forward with. Maybe it's because they're the cheapest. Maybe it's because they have the highest rating. Maybe it's because whatever supplier can fill orders really quickly. And sometimes that's really important. Or they offer some kind of really crazy customization that is needed. And so the students walk through this. They fill all this out, and then they're able to decide which supplier is best for them. And again, this is what it looks like in Alibaba. Then I have the students go out and do a competitive analysis. So they're looking at, hey, is anybody selling this product in America right now? So they look out on all these different vendors, depending on what they're selling. They look for price and promotions and different strategies that their competitors are using. And getting at price. I have a reading that I have them do. It's really cool. It's from a textbook. And they learn how to price a product. So they learn some pricing fundamentals like this right here. You have your cost, your variable and fixed cost associated with that product. That sets the lowest range that you can price your product. And then you have the highest price that a customer will pay, and that's the highest you can price a product. And then this is your price range here. And so, this reading goes through it. I have reading questions, etc. Then I have the students list out their top 3 competitors and provide some information on them. So what's unique about this competitor's product? What's the price? Where do they sell? What any promotions, etc., etc. You'd be amazed what students come up with here. All right, so that's competitive analysis. Well, then we start going into their business financials. This is amazing. What I've built and what you can have is this automated template. So this is in Google Sheets, so it works with iPad, it works with even on their smartphones. They fill in the pink cells with their information, and everything else calculates. Well, what are we filling in? They're filling in their estimated monthly sales units. So this student said, hey, I think I can sell 50 a month. And the price they're going to charge customers. So if they're going to charge $500 for a product and they're going to sell 50 of them, well, that's a monthly revenue of $25,000. Well, they also have to fill in the cost of their product from their supplier. And if that pool table costs $315 from the supplier and they're selling 50, well, that's $15,000 in product cost. So you can see that we're making a monthly revenue of 25, but we're spending 15 to make that 25. And then I have other expenses. So if they have custom packaging, shipping, or inventory storage, and they can choose whether that's a variable expense, a one-time cost, or a monthly cost. And you can see it all calculates here. So that all calculates out to a total monthly profit. So revenue minus expenses. Here's their monthly profit. And then yearly profit before taxes, 10% taxes. Here's their total yearly profit after taxes. And that's really cool because, and I also have a view that looks like this. Again, they don't enter any information here. It just automatically populates. But this is great for their presentation. They take a screenshot of this, put it in their presentation, and that's what you get. So students are quickly able to see, oh, if I play with some of these variables, I can change the outcome of my financials. The last thing that this shows is, hey, you know, we typically like to have 3 months of inventory. So if you're selling 50 a month, we want at least 150 units in inventory. And that leads to a startup cost. That's $53,000 to buy these 150 units. And so that's often sobering to students to see this and go, oh man, how am I going to come up with this to sell my product? All right, well, moving on. The project also has them create initial marketing plan. I use the 4 Ps for this, and so students learn about the 4 Ps, and then they apply each of these strategically for their product. They create, the whole time they're doing all this, they're simultaneously creating a presentation to their investors. So I give the slide deck template that they're going to use, and then they just come in and customize it. So they replace these boxes with images and this text with whatever I'm asking in that slide. And so it's a really fun way for them to build out a slide deck. Yeah, and students customize it as they go. And so by the end of it, every student's presentation looks amazing and it covers all the information you want to cover. And then career exploration. So finally, career exploration. I have the students go out and this project will help them find profiles of people doing this work in the real world. So here's a senior buyer at Target. And so one of Kelly's main jobs is to go source product, figure out what product is going to be hot for the coming year, and then go source it and build all the financial models. What's also fun about this is they get, from this LinkedIn profile, they get to see career progression. So you can see she started as a business analyst, then she became a merchandising planning manager, and then a buyer. And so students can kind of see the progression that a real person's career went through. And then their education, where did they go? Well, she went to Madison, University of Madison, and you can see all her degrees, marketing, business, etc. So again, all of this is provided inside of the unit. It's really exciting. Now, so that's it. That is the unit. Students have a blast at it. This is all that they learn. You can find this product. If you want to run this with your students will love it. You can find this out on teacherspayteachers.com and just look for, let's see if I can pull it up. Look for, I don't know if you look for my name. Anyways, I'll put a link to all this in the description below, and you can link out to go get this unit. Essentially, it comes with everything. It comes with all of the unit planning documents and rubrics and everything you need to launch this product in your this project in your class. Hey, really exciting. I wish you the best with your students.